What is new, Infabuzz? So welcome to a very special video. I'm starting with the little talky thing here. This isn't my setup, so to speak. My setup's upstairs, which is not as cool as this, but this is where this is the main computer I'm always talking about. But I thought, I've made 50 videos on this channel now. This is video number 50, if all goes to plan. So I was thinking I could share with you a lost episode, because I tried to make a gaming channel before, and I did post gaming videos online, and they weren't as successful as Infabuzz, like, by any means at all. But there was one video I made that I never got around to posting, and it was the start of a walkthrough to Pokemon Heart Gold that I was going to do, and I think I made it pretty cool. I made, like, I got this template and put the two screens there, and the Pokemon I obtained were in the bottom corner as a little sprite thing. You'll see that when I get my first Pokemon, but, so I'm not going to do a Pokemon Heart Gold series, because that would take, like, 1,000 episodes and so much of my time, and you'd probably get bored with the game. But I thought, for a 50th video, you can see a gaming video I made 11 months ago, episode 1 of Pokemon Heart Gold walkthrough, the lost episode, Infabuzz Gaming Amateuresque. So, here is the video, Pokemon Heart Gold. Don't judge me, my voice might be a little bit higher, it might not, phone just went off. It kind of sort of had just broken before I made that video. But yeah, you can watch that video and laugh at how awkward I might sound. I don't know what I refer to my audience as. I might say hello guys or something. But yeah, so enjoy the video, and I will see you in video number 51 and beyond. Thank you for sticking around with me for these few months. They've been really awesome. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, I assume you guys already know what this game is going to be, but it's going to be a walkthrough of Pokemon Heart Gold that I'm going to do, which is arguably the best Pokemon game that has been made to date. I think Pokemon Black 2 was just pushing it a bit, and Pokemon Black was pretty good, but I don't think it's got anything on this game, Pokemon Heart Gold, which is the one before that. So let's get straight into this intro. There is us, I believe, and that's our friend Lyra, unless we decide to play as a girl, but we're going to play as a boy. I remember thinking that the scenery was absolutely amazing, and it still is. And here we're into the rival bit. What are we going to call our rival? We can call him PewDiePie. Why not? Those are the three legendaries. Suicune, or however you pronounce it, Entei, and Raikou. Now we have Team Rocket. I was ready to say Team Plasma then, but yeah. We've got a starter Pokemon, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. I think we're going to go with Totodile. I think it'd be the best choice. Here is the intro screen. Okay, so a couple of things I need to say before we begin. One is that the quality of this is obviously not going to be as good as if you were playing it on your own DS, because the screen size of a DS is a lot smaller than what it is in a YouTube video, so obviously I have to blow it up in the editing to make it fit the screen, so it's not going to be quite as good. And I had to start a new game to make sure everything was all good. So we're going to miss the intro bit where I say what if I'm a boy with Professor Oak, basically. But other than that, let's get straight into it. Our mum has given us a trainer card, an ability to save, options, and a bag. And now we're going to go and look around. This is where we live, in Newbark Town. And also, I'm going to be telling you some useful tips as well as playing the game with you. I'm going to tell you some tips of how you can succeed at the game yourself. You could probably buy from eBay or Amazon or any shop, really. Professor L. Hi, Matt. I've been waiting for you. Do you know anything about my research? As you know, Pokemon are carried in Pokeballs these days. But before the Pokeball was invented, people used to walk with the Pokemon, just like your friend Lyra does. She had a Meryl. Pokeballs are great because you can carry many Pokemon, but walking with Pokemon must have some advantages. It could have something to do with how Pokemon grow or evolve. So I'm going to give you a Pokemon. Can you walk beside this Pokemon outside its Pokeball to see if this even brings any special feelings or bonds between Pokemon and people? The device over there has some Pokemon you could choose from. Phone is ringing. Skype? Oh no. Hey, I got an email! Let's turn this down a little bit. For me. There we go. Okay. Hey, listen. I have this acquaintance that people call Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It's probably another Pokemon egg, but we're still so busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know! You can go in our place, right? Can we count on you? You can choose one of the Pokemon over there. Okay, so as I said, we're going to go for Totodile. If we go into a quick in-depth tutorial on how you may want to go about choosing your Pokemon. Basically, if we start off with Chikorita, Chikorita has a fairly high defense compared to the other two, but its attack is fairly low and its special attack and defense is quite low. So at the beginning of the game, it may cause some problems, or it'll be harder than the other two. At the end of the game, obviously, if you train them all well, they're all equal, and you have other Pokemon to help you out. But Chikorita is probably not a very good choice. The difference between Totodile and Cyndaquil: Cyndaquil is very much special attack oriented Pokemon, whereas Totodile is physical attack. So if you can teach Totodile things like Crunch or Waterfall, I believe, then you've got yourselves a pretty strong Pokemon. So we're going to do some of this. We want Totodile, the water type Pokemon, and it also helps because Totodile can surf. So there we go. Sorry if I'm talking very fast for you to understand or keep up with. It's just that at the beginning of the game there's more things to say. I will obviously cool it down because this is going to be a very, very long walkthrough. So yes, should we give a nickname to the Totodile we received? Let's call him Fred. I don't know why, just Fred. We can call them all YouTubers' names, okay? Who looks most like Totodile on YouTube? Let's go with Fred. I was gonna say KSI, but now we'll start off with Fred as our starter Pokemon. Is Fred the nickname you want to give? Yes, it is. And also another bonus that they brought back to Heart Gold and Soul Silver is that the Pokemon can walk with you, like way back in Pokemon Yellow. I remember playing Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy Color. If you really like the Pokemon walkthroughs, after we do Heart Gold, I can do a walkthrough to Pokemon Normal Gold, Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Red, you know, if you want me to. You should heal it with this machine, although I don't actually ever have to use that because we have Pokemon Centers. There we go. His house is past Cherry Grove City. Go north a little past Cherry Grove. I'm counting on you, Matt. Let's see what Totodile has to say. Right. Fred is sniffing at Matt. Oh yeah, he's called Fred. Why is he sniffing me? Okay, Matt, I want you to have these to help you with your task. Obtain the potions! Matt put the potions in the medicine pocket. Pokemon are weak in the beginning. Don't hesitate to use a Pokemon to use a potion if you think yours is in danger. Okay then. Right then. Save. I would love to save the game. There's only a save file. Is it okay to overwrite it? Yes, it is. Saving a lot of data. Don't turn off the power! Okay, so we are going to go find Mr. Pokemon. And yes, if we ever... I think after we come back from Mr. Pokemon's house, we name our rival. And that's probably where we're going to finish the first episode. The introductory episode. If I get something out of the way quickly, when I do battles and stuff, a lot of the time I'll probably try and cut them out or speed them up or something, or I might figure you guys want the full game experience, so you're going to see the battles with me too, because that wouldn't be realistic otherwise. Ah, here's Lyra. What does she want? Matt, so you picked a Totodile. Sorry about that noise. That's a cute Pokemon you have. When you walk with it, it'll become more friendly. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes too. Oh, that's right. Why don't I show it to your mom? See ya! Ah, they like each other. Two little water Pokemon. Okay, so we're gonna go out. Oh, wait, Matt. What do you want? Wait a sec. Where are you taking me? Did you leave your Pokegear at home? You should ask your mom. Okay, let's ask PewDiePie. Hey kids, so this is the famous Elm Pokemon Lab. What are you staring at? Pew's got an attitude. Oh well, we can deal with him later. Mom. Oh Matt, that's a cute Pokemon you have. Professor Elm must have given it to you. Ah, Professor Elm has a task for you, you say. What kind of task? I see. It sounds a little difficult. But when someone makes that kind of request of you, it must be important. Oh, that's right, I completely forgot. Yes, the Pokegear. The Pokegear came back from the repair shop. Yes, I believe that consists of a radio as well. The Pokemon Gear, or Pokegear as it's often called, is what every trainer should have. Guess what? You can use Pokegear to make a phone call. Yay, we have to keep in touch with you. Yes, I remember. Mom, stop it! Just let me go to school now, okay? Come on, Mom. Yes, it is very easy. Let's do this. Come on, Fred. Hey, it's Fred. Wait 1 second. What now? I want to become a Pokemon Master! I'm Ash from Pallet Town. I almost completely forgot about this. Yeah, I'll give you my number. Oh, got some digits! Yes. I'll call you if anything comes up. Thank you. Much obliged. There's also one thing in this game is the Pokemon Olympics equivalent. It's very cool. We'll be playing that later. In the first episode, we're gonna... Obviously, at the beginning of the game, you have to battle sometimes just to raise your Pokemon. Otherwise, it ends up being really, really lame. But we're on our way to Cherrygrove City and then to Mr. Pokemon's house. What is this? Dun dun dun. Ah, Pidgey! Even in the new games. Come on, Fred. Scratch him. Yeah. See, that's what I mean by physical moves. Totodile is very much attacking Pokemon as opposed to Cyndaquil, which is more special attack, so you start off by using moves like Ember and then work up to like Flamethrower. Chikorita's just kind of like not as good. I mean, it's a strong Pokemon when you fully train into a Meganium and you know really cool moves and stuff, but the other two are just more destructive, and that's the kind of guy I am. Right. Let's keep going. Whoa, here we go! Although one thing I noticed about Pokemon Black that I did not like compared to Pokemon Heart Gold, a bit ironic really considering we just ran into 2 Pokemon in like 3 places, but in Pokemon Black, Pokemon appear so much more often than they do in Pokemon Heart Gold, and when you're in like a cave or something, it actually gets really irritating. But this bit, yeah, it can be a bit tedious if you're wanting to play this, but if you ever have a spare hour on the weekend or something, it's a good time to just get out your DS and train some Pokemon. Or if you're on like a plane, I suppose it's pretty good as well. And then yes, then you get some good training in. Fred, you are a legend. What should we call our next Pokemon? I guess it depends on which Pokemon we get. Like, you know, oh, we learned Water Gun. Awesome. Dun, 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 dun. Up there, I think, is another route towards a town, a town place. Whoa. Sometimes, if I get severely bored of facing Pokemon in the wild, I will just run. But I know for the first couple of times it is important because you want to raise your Pokemon. Oh, 1 second, the phone is ringing. I will be back with you in a minute. Sorry about that. You know, if the phone rings, you've got to answer it, I suppose. You can't really just leave it hanging. And to be honest, they'll probably just call back anyway. But we are continuing, and Water Gun appeared to be an effective move, and Centret's giving us the scratch treatment. I haven't actually played this game properly on the DS for at least a year or 2 now. Remember last time I played it, I had a level 100 Dragonite, and I managed to beat Ash. So, or in this game, I think he's referred to as Red or something. Can we go that way? Yes, we can. Out of the grass and into Cherrygrove City. Here we are. Hello, old man. Ooh, what's this? Do 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 do. This is really old music, like it's in the first ones. That's okay, everyone's a rookie at some point. If you'd like, I can teach you a few things. Okay then, follow me. Oh man, I can't keep up with you! He's fast for an old guy. I'm sorry, I forgot you weren't wearing the running shoes. I'll try to go as slow as possible. And he still sprints ahead of us. This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. You'll be relying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. This is a Pokemon Mart. They sell Pokeballs for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling their Pokemon there. If you go a little farther, you'll see Mr. Pokemon's house. How convenient that he just told us the place where we're going. Do 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 do. This is the sea. As you can see, it's not really a sea, is it? Some Pokemon, because the other side is like, it's like more like a lake, I suppose. Ugh, tired of... Here, it's my house. For your effort keeping up with me, I'll give you my running shoes. They're still warm! Great! Got you, didn't I? Don't worry, these are brand new. Ah, okay. Matt receives running shoes from the guide Gent. Instructions read, touch the sprint button on the touch... Oh, and also hold the B button down. I'd rather hold the B button, I think that's... Yeah. That's cool. Let's go to the Pokemon Center. Let's check out the decor. Nice and basic. It's got a very much pearl and diamond sort of feel to it, as opposed to the whole new fandangled 3D-ness from Pokemon Black. Ah, cool. Okay, thank you for waiting. Oh. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. Awesome. Please, come back again anytime. We're gonna save now. Or are we? Yes, we are. And I'm gonna actually end this episode here, this first episode.